Hi, I'm Donnalee Shewmake with Shewmake Silver. I am a silversmith and have been for about 3.5 years now. I just recently made a website and have been selling on my own, so that's been kind of exciting. I mainly work with turquoise and silver, but I do love all materials and I have a slew of all different material stones, so I do add them in from time to time. My main style is boho floral. I love everything floral, and I use a lot of leaves and flowers for embellishments, but I do Western, I do all different styles. I just go back and forth, but my main niche, I would say, would be boho. Adam at Kingman reached out to me and asked if he could send me a stone that I can make anything I want with and just video my step-by-step process. So I'm super excited to see what he sends me and share my process with you guys. Let's see what he sent. Ooh, look at all the colors. So pretty. So next is my favorite part, which is the design. I typically will always have a bowl full of leaves and the little water splashes and flowers so that I can just kind of sit and design without, having a leaf or whatever in the direction that I need it or the size that I need it. This part is usually pretty lengthy. Usually go through a few different designs and I'll take a picture of when I feel like that one's done and then kind of wipe the leaves away and start fresh, take another picture, and then I kind of just look at the pictures side by side to kind of figure out which one I like the best. I like the edge of the design to have any of the embellishments kind of slope down towards the edge. Next, I cut out the back plate. I make it a little bit bigger so that I have room for solder. Then I dip it in this solution, denatured alcohol and boric acid. It helps to protect from fire scale. Then I flux and solder down the bezel. I do this first and I clean the silver. That way, when I go to solder down the embellishments, it has somewhat of a base that will hold it. I use hard solder all the way up until basically I do the bail, or if I'm soldering it to a cuff or a ring, then I'll use medium to solder to that. But the main part of it is all done with hard solder. Also, I have it lifted up on a pedestal so that I can heat it evenly. I can go underneath and above. You want to heat it evenly so that the silver does not warp. Once it's soldered, you want to put it into your pickle. I like my pickle to be really hot. That way it cleans it quicker. You want to make sure that you get all of the flux off. And then you put it in the neutralizing bath of water and baking soda. Helps to neutralize the acidic pickle. And then I cut out the edges. I get as close as I can to the embellishments. And then it is time to make the bail. Okay, so now that the main piece is done, I'm going to start on the bail. I'm using a half round wire, making a small loop to attach a jump ring so that I can attach then the bail to the jump ring. So I'm making the small loop, and then it has kind of like a tail that will be the part that solders onto the back of the pendant. So now that I have that done, next I'm making the jump ring that the bail is going to hang from. So I have a round wire and I'm making a ring with my pliers. Looking at the size, making sure that I like the size. And then I'm going to clip that. Make sure it's flush so that when I solder it again, it will solder closed. And then when I go to make the bail, I have this stencil, this opal stencil that I use for almost all of my bails. It has obviously different sizes and widths. With this one, I want to do a slim bail so that the main focal point is the piece. So once I figure out the size that I want, I'm going to trace it onto my metal. And then I'm going to cut that out and file the edges. I like my bails to have a little something extra to them, so I always either stamp or make a border on the bail just for that extra detail. So I'm attaching a half round bead wire just to go down the center of the bezel. I'm seeing, do I want to add? Okay, so I'm going to attach the bail. Right now I'm attaching the half round wire, the little loop that I made to attach the jump ring to. Also, this is where I start using medium solder. I never use easy. I want my jewelry to last, hoping that eventually it'll become a family heirloom. So I always use either hard or medium solder when attaching, especially bails, the part that gets, the most movement and stuff. I want to make sure that it will maintain the strength. All right, so here I am soldering down that half bead wire down the center of the bail. After this, I will attach that jump ring, soldering the seam closed, and then I will shape the bail and solder that closed. Okay, so now that the construction portion is done, we now polish and patina. So I polish it before I patina because I like to have the patina have more dimension. So I only take off parts of it. I try to leave, the patina in the shadows of where the leaves are. So here I am. This is actually the fourth wheel in. I'm polishing all the surfaces and then we will move on to patina. So this is my patina. I use Jack's Silver Blackener, which is in the jar, and I always heat my piece. It just makes the process go so much quicker, and I feel like it gets blacker, like that dark, dark black. So I am heating it up with my heat gun, and then I drop it into the Jack's. You can see it just goes really, really quickly when it's hot. So then I let it dry. I drop it back in that neutralizing bath and wash it with hot soapy water. Then I go back and I knock off the patina on the areas that I want. Okay, so here she is, all polished and ready to be set, the stone set. I did a tall bezel so that I could have the stone pop out more. I like to do that with the leaves and stuff because sometimes it's hard to get in there to set the stone. So I will be adding some wood sawdust. And you can see the bezel. There is enough edge to go over the sides, and it looks to me nice and evenly set in there. So I will take my bezel pusher. It's like this type. Because silver prices are up so high right now, I'm trying to do less necklaces and more pendants because the prefabricated chain to, obviously attach to necklaces are extremely expensive when you get it pre-made. And most people have, you know, a silver chain or Navajo pearls or something that they can string it on. And I always make my beels big enough so that you can slide it on to a chain. This one, I have this kind of thick chain, which I thought was kind of neat. So I figured I would show it on this, just to get an idea. Kind of like a choker style. So here she is, all done in all her glory. I hope you guys love her. She'll be available on my website, which is donnaleesilver.com. And I just want to thank you so much, Adam, for including me in this opportunity. And I loved every minute of it. Thank you.